Hi scholars, it's Miss Dunn. Today we're going to do math together and we're going to play this game called True or False. Where first I'm going to teach you how to play this game. We're going to play together and then your assignment is to use your flashcards to play this game by yourself or with a partner. So the materials you're going to need to play this game True or False is the flashcards that you've been using this week and 2 new flashcards that you're going to create that have the equal symbol and the is not equal to symbol. I've also included the words at the bottom that tell us what the symbols mean. Great. So once you have your flashcards and there's 2 new flashcards, you're going to mix your flashcards up, put them face down so you can't see what's written on them. Then you are going to pick 2 flashcards from your pile. I'm going to put them on a clipboard so you can see them more clearly, but you don't have to do this. Then we're going to look at these 2 models and decide, is this true and these models are equal to, or is this false and these 2 models is not equal to? So let's read these models first and then you get to decide. 7 take away 5, or we could read it 7 minus 5. The flashcard over here has our picture symbols where the whole is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The whole is 9 and there's 3 taken away. So decide, is it true and it's equal to, or is it false and it's not equal to? Great. We know that these 2 models is false. It's not equal to, because if I look at the whole for my number sentence, it starts with 7. And if I look at my whole with my pictures or my symbols, the whole is 9. And 7 and 9 is not equal to. You're going to take those 2 flashcards that you've just played with and put it in a finished pile. Then you're going to take 2 new flashcards from your pile and do the same thing. Decide, is it true and it's equal to, or is it false and it's not equal to? Great. So our first flashcard has pictures or symbols where I see a group of 5 and a group of 2. My second flashcard is a number bond where I see my parts, 5 and 2, and my whole 7. And it's equal to. These 2 models are equal to. It makes sense, so it's true because I'm looking at my parts. 5 and 2 are the parts, pictures, and 5 and 2 are our parts of a number bond. And those are the same or equal to. So now I'm going to put those flashcards in my finished pile, pick up 2 new flashcards from my pile without looking at them. Now we're going to look at them, read the models to decide if it's true and it's equal to, if it's false and it's not equal to. Take a second to decide. Great. So it says 9 take away 3, or 9 minus 3. And my number line is the model here, my next flashcard, where it either starts at 5 and it jumps 2 to get to 7, or it starts at 7, jumps backwards to get to 5. And if I'm looking at the whole, my number sentence starts with 9, but if I look at my number line, it doesn't start with 9. It starts either with 5 or 7. So I know that these models is not equal to, it's false. If I take those flashcards now, I put them in my finished pile. I grab 2 new flashcards from my pile, and I decide, is it true or is it false? Great, so I see pictures here. I see that my whole is 7, and I see that 5 is taken away. And I see a number line where I see either we started with 6 and we jumped 3 to get to 9, or we started at 9 and we jumped backwards 3 to get to 6. And if I'm looking at the parts of how many I've jumped, 1, 2, 3, and the parts I've taken away here, there's 5. And I know that 5 and 3 are not the same. So I know that these models is not equal to, and it's false. So I'm going to take these flashcards, put it in my finished pile. grab 2 more flashcards to do the same procedure to decide whether they're true, makes sense, or it's false and it doesn't. So I have my number on here. My whole is 7. My parts are 2 and 5. My 5 is taken away, and I'm looking at my number line, where either I started at 2 and I jumped 5 to get to 7, or I started at 7 and I jumped backwards to get to 2. So if I'm looking at my parts of the 5 taken away, I'm trying to see if I can see it here in my number line. If I started at 7 and I jumped backwards 5, or I took 5 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, the part of 5 is the same. Oh, my other part of 2 and 2 are the same. So this is true, and it's equal to. So I put 2 flashcards in my finished pile. So let's take a look at these 2 flashcards. Is it true, it makes sense and it's equal to, or is it false and it doesn't make sense and it's not equal to? Great, so my first flashcard has a number bond. There's 9 is the whole, and parts are 3 and 6, with 3 taken away. My second flashcard is a number sentence that reads 5 plus 2, or 5 and 2. And I'm thinking about what these mottos are telling me. This one is takeaway or subtraction. This one is adding, and it's addition, which makes this false because it's not equal to. Great. So now, scholars, it's your turn. Your assignment today is to play this game true or false. And the materials that you're going to need is the flashcards that you've been using this week and your 2 new flashcards that have this in both equals to or is not equal to. And you can play this game by yourself, just the way that we've done, or you can play this game with a partner, where you could take turns picking 2 flashcards and deciding if it's true and it makes sense, or if it's false and it doesn't make sense. Have fun, scholars. Bye.